Well, all right, we've got some big breaking coming in on Republic TV. 53-page charge sheet nails a bigger Pakistani Hawala racket. That's what we are breaking right now. Moin Qureshi is our top story. Exclusive details of the 53-page charge sheet on Moin Qureshi, only available with Republic TV. CBI fixer, that's what he's called, sent Hawala packets to Pakistan. That's the big question. My colleague Shravan Sen is breaking this story big on Republic TV. These are the exclusive details that are available with us. We are talking about Republic Super Exclusive, where Qureshi's Pakistani link has been exposed. 53-page charge sheet which nails Pakistan's Hawala racket completely and fully is only available with Republic TV. I'm going to quickly go across in a meanwhile to my colleague Shravan, who joins me in the studio. But let's also tell a bit more about the CBI fixer. Has he been sent to Hawala? Has he sent Hawala packets to Pakistan? What is the story behind it? That's what we are going to tell you. Sensational Moin Qureshi Pakistan link exposed only on your channel Republic TV. Pakistan Hawala. All this happening during Congress's government. There are confirmed sources telling us that Pakistan's Hawala racket, in fact, flourished during Congress government's regime, and these Hawala packets were delivered in Lahore. According to the Enforcement Directorate details, Hawala transactions, in fact, we're going to keep our focus on this. Questions that arise on whether a CBI fixer was sent. Did he send these Hawala packets to Pakistan or not? And if that is confirmed, ED sources telling Republic TV that Hawala transactions were found in the BBM message made by Qureshi. And for the ex-CBI Director AP Singh, I think Shravan is now ready to talk to us on this. A bigger expose, Shravan. Break these details. Okay, break these details. Shravan is going to join me here in the studio. Break these details. What is this all about, Shravan?
Well, what we get getting you details is the 50-page charge sheet that has basically filed by the Enforcement Directorate in Moin Qureshi case. Remember, Sakal, this is the only channel with the entire charge sheet. Now, this charge sheet comes out with some sensational details that has never been put out. That is the Pakistani link of Moin Qureshi. What exactly is that link? Remember, Hawala operators have also been, their statements have been recorded in this particular charge sheet. One Hawala operator who is actually a witness, and that's the reason why we are withholding his name. In that particular statement that I'm just going to read out to you, this is on page 36 of the charge sheet that we have basically accessed. Now, in this particular charge sheet, there is a clear mention of how money was being routed through Pakistan. Money essentially that Moin Qureshi's wife was actually getting it. And I'm just quoting from this particular charge sheet where the Hawala operator was giving specific instructions, quote unquote, to send packets to be delivered to Lahore. That's point number one with regards to how money was essentially being sent to Lahore. Not just that, also in detail, they also talk about how the private secretary of Nasreen Qureshi, that's wife of Moin Qureshi, actually talking about, was introducing him to another person, and they're saying that all that money was being routed through Dubai for Nasreen Qureshi. The same Hawala operator's cousin who works with the Dubai Exchange was a resident of Pakistan. Remember, this is on page 36 of the charge sheet. Clearly talks about that how money was being sent to various places like London, Paris and USA, but money being routed through Pakistan. What is certainly not very clear, Sakal, as far as this particular charge sheet is concerned. What exactly are those packets all about? Because the fact here is that they're clearly talking about money basically being sent through Pakistan. Nasreen Qureshi was actually getting a Hawala money, and all this between 2010 and 2014. Now, this particular charge sheet gives you full details of all the transactions that have actually taken place, how the Hawala operator who was based out of Dubai was actually sending money. Over 4 crore money was basically put out between 2011 and 2014, all during the UPA government. Because remember, the allegation here against Moin Qureshi is the fact that he flaunted his political links.
Okay.
This is also very well detailed in this particular chart sheet that Republic TV has accessed. It talks about
do we have
ministers
details about
being...
the political links and who are the ministers concerned without taking names?
Well,
yes, and if can also beam the papers also that are with you, in fact, Shravan, that chart
well,
sheet
this particular
exclusive.
chart sheet also gives you an understanding of Moin Qureshi's link. He flaunts his links with two CBI directors, one that is of Ranjit Sinha and the other of AP Singh. Now, in this particular chart sheet, how he's basically blackmailing two people, two witnesses who have given their statement saying that they were being blackmailed by Moin Qureshi because Moin Qureshi was flaunting his links with two ex-CBI directors, Ranjit Singh, and also said that he would be able to fix cases that were being investigated by the Central Bureau of Investigation. That's a huge point with regards to the fact that how Moin Qureshi was operating. The question that comes right now is that, was it at all possible without any political link? That's not the case. Clearly, in this particular chart sheet, there is a minister whose name has also been, his name has been put out in this particular chart sheet, and also talking about the Congress link as far as Moin Qureshi is concerned. This is a Telangana minister we're given to understand, whose name has also figured in this particular chart sheet. Two cases, one of S.K. Gupta case, that was basically a jeweler who was arrested by the Central Bureau of Investigation. And the other case is of Rajesh Sharma, an accused in the loan for bribery scam. Both the cases, how Moin Qureshi was actually saying that he will be able to fix that entire case by having conversations with Ranjit Sinha and AP Singh. They've also, ED chart sheet, the 52-page chart sheet, talks about how he had meetings with the ex-director of the Central Bureau of Investigation.
So how during
and the fact
regime,
that AP Singh was also named in this particular chart sheet. But also important to note, Sakal, both Ranjit Sinha as well as AP Singh, they have not been named as an accused. They are their names figure in the statements that have been recorded by the enforcement director. That's very important to point out. But that doesn't really mean that there won't be a supplementary chart sheet coming in.
The investigations at the CBI end were compromised. I mean, this is a question which it raises during 2010 to 2014, Shravan, wouldn't you say or agree that were the CBI operations, functions, investigations compromised, and if yes, to what extent? This is huge.
Well, that's right, Sakal. The fact is that Moin Qureshi, when he talks about how his links are, at least the first 5 pages of this particular chart sheet that Republic TV has accessed gives us details of his links with the ex-director Ranjit Sinha as well as AP Singh. More importantly, what till date no one has ever spoken about is Moin Qureshi's Pakistani link. And I'll just quickly once again take you through those details of. This is a statement of a witness who talks about how money was basically being sent through Pakistan, talking about packets being sent to Lahore, and who was basically asking for that money.
Let's beam some exclusive details of the chart sheet,
And these are basically talking about how Nasreen Qureshi was actually asking a Hawala operator to send money all the way to Lahore. Also talks about one particular person named Yusuf Ali Khan, who was actually getting those details. Now, I'm not also putting out the details as far as the name of the Hawala operator is concerned, because remember, that's very important because he's a witness in this particular case, but talks about how his cousin was a resident of Pakistan and was working in Dubai Exchange, and how this money was being asked by a private secretary of Nasreen Qureshi. Nasreen Qureshi is wife of Moin Qureshi, who was asking for this money, and money was being sent to London, Paris, USA. And all of this, we are given to understand that the resident of Pakistan, Farooq, was actually giving details, also receipts of the money that was being sent to these 3 places. Remember, this chart sheet gives you a sense of what Moin Qureshi was doing. He had several properties and property details also. If you can, I'll just take you through some of the property details that you have. And it's a lot of these bank accounts. These are details of the bank accounts that Moin Qureshi and his associates had. This entire chart sheet gives you a sense of how much money they were basically sending, how financial investigation of this foreign and Indian companies of Moin Qureshi, that has also come under scan. And remember, some of these companies which are registered in British Virgin Islands, that all of that has now been, we are given to understand that have now been under the scanner. And we are also being told, Sakal, that there would be a supplementary charge sheet that would be filed by the Enforcement Directorate. That would also have some amount of the political dealings as far as Moin Qureshi is concerned.
Any indications who received Hawala money here? Any indications of the political clout, the ministers at that point in time? Though no names, but any indications? Because this is going to be a huge embarrassment for the UPA.
This particular charge sheet clearly talks about one minister from Telangana who was actually in touch with one of the witnesses, and they actually got in touch with Moin Qureshi. That gives you a sense of how Moin Qureshi was actually flaunting not just his links with some of the public servants here, for that matter, the two ex-directors, but also at the same time also telling how he was close to some of the ministers. I'll quickly take you through the list of properties that has been owned by Moin Qureshi. This is the link from UP to Rajasthan to Noida, Delhi, as well as Dehradun and Haryana. They're properties which are all owned by Moin Qureshi. And let me tell you what the Enforcement Directorate essentially has to say as far as these properties are concerned. They're saying that movable and immovable assets acquired by Moin Qureshi in his names or in companies' names are nothing but proceeds of crime that was generated by way of corruption and illegal activities by acting as a middleman after influencing the government servants in providing favors. And also the fact is that it says that the offense is of money laundering, which has conclusively been proved by this particular charge sheet, which has been filed by the Enforcement Directorate. So 53 pages, the only channel with the entire charge sheet, not just a couple of pages, but the entire charge sheet. Once again, quickly to take our viewers through, what does it really talk about? First big point, that is that his links with the government officials. Here, that's the first deal that he was trying to strike, that too at the Delhi Terminal 3 of the IGI airport. That particular deal did not finally work out. But here, it talks about that in order to provide security clearance, public servants not connected with the case were influencing the officers concerned to accord permission. That's first big point coming out. Second, talks about the conversations and BBM messages that were exchanged between Moin Qureshi and the accused people in this particular case. It also reflects that he was able to procure undue relief for such accused persons by getting them off the hook from investigating agencies. To put this in perspective, Sakal, this is about two important cases. One of that of Sukesh Gupta and the other that of the loan for bribery scam. Rajesh Sharma, who was